Well, this past weekend, cyber attack is still causing major disruptions for Scripps Health. As we've been reporting, some patients telling us that their life-saving treatments are being compromised. Scripps has yet to say exactly what kind of attack they've been subjected to, but to get more insight into the possibilities when it comes to cyber attacks, we're joined by Ted Harrington, best-selling author of Hackable: How to Do Application Security Right, and an executive partner with Independent Security Evaluators. Ted, welcome.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Hope I can help.
So Scripps is certainly not alone in this. How big of a problem is this hacking that's going on?
I mean, it's bigger than healthcare for sure. And when we think about how there's so many different types of attackers who are motivated by so many different things, it sort of brings every different type of technology system really in scope for an attacker to be interested in.
You say motivated by so many different things. A lot of us are thinking this must be a ransomware attack, that they're motivated by getting some money. But would an attack at this level be motivated by other things, like just to have some fun with people?
Yeah, that's certainly a motivation. It looks to me like this is a profit-motivated attack because the systems are unusable, and that is typically consistent with ransomware. But there's all kinds of motivations. Like someone might want to, achieve notoriety, like you said. They might want to issue or achieve a prank. They might want to instill fear. They might want to achieve some sort of competitive advantage. It might be a nation state who wants to disrupt the operations here in the United States. And there's just such a wide variety of reasons that attackers might do something like this.
Scripps is a major company. We assume that they have an IT team that looks out for things like this. What's the mistake that companies are making that allows these hackers to get in?
Well, it's hard to say in this particular example. I don't know what is going on specifically at Scripps. And if I did know, I wouldn't be able to say. But one of the things that I've seen consistently across companies, even across industries, is that many organizations are applying too little budget. They're not spending enough money. They don't have enough people. They don't have enough tools. The processes aren't mature enough. And really the business itself doesn't understand that security is a business challenge. And that's really where many of these other issues stem from, is that you don't have enough budget for something if the business doesn't understand why you would want to invest in it.
If hackers are able to shut your business down, and especially in this case, healthcare, are they also able to access your records, get into people's personal information in terms of their healthcare records?
Well, those are two different attack techniques that would result in those different outcomes. So the way that ransomware works is basically an attacker gains access to information systems and can encrypt everything and can basically say, okay, this is unusable. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the attacker can themselves what's called exfiltrate. They can't take the information out, not necessarily. And so when someone wants to access the medical records in order to maybe resell them on the black market or something, that might entail a different type of attack technique. So from what I've seen, which is, the same information that you guys have, I don't have any inside knowledge here. It looks to me more like ransomware than someone trying to exfiltrate information, but I can't really say for sure.
In general, what's it take to cause this kind of mayhem? Is it somebody sitting in their kitchen with a laptop, or do they have to have a bank of computers? What's that stance?
So attacks can range anywhere from very, very sophisticated to so simple that somebody without even any technical expertise could do it. And the lesser technical ones, the ones that are very easy to do, there's been this really interesting process that's been happening where skilled attackers develop attack techniques. They write some sort of malicious code, malware, and then they turn around and find ways to sell that to lesser skilled attackers. And so you have this secondary market, the secondary economy, where the skill level is almost it's almost democratic in that lower skilled attackers are able to do some of these things. So in this case, it's hard to say, was this sophisticated or was it not sophisticated? It could be as simple as someone clicked a link, or it could be as sophisticated as a nation state actor set out to harm this specific hospital for a very particular reason, and then followed a game plan to do that.
And again, among his titles, Ted Harrington is the best-selling author of Hackable: How to Do Application Security Right. And Ted, thank you so much for taking some time for us today.
Absolutely, my pleasure.